With Echo's introduction to Overwatch, she has moulded the current comps and heroes being played. She's been quite suppressive to characters without self-defense or hive movement. She's completely shut out Vara and other characters, while moving the game into a dive-oriented meta. So how do you go about countering such an impactful hero? Well, stick around and watch the entire video to find out. To first understand how to counter her, you should look at her strengths and weaknesses. Her strengths include her extreme mobility, the insane burst potential, and her extremely reliable finisher. Her weaknesses are the fact that she's reliant on abilities, predictable glide path, and short to medium ranged. So, we can see that she excels at getting in and getting 1 or 2 picks after using all her abilities. But, if you can survive through her initial engage, she starts to look weaker, as her primary fire isn't as strong as a McCree or Soldier, and can very easily lose a duel without abilities. So, heroes who can dodge or survive her initial abilities will be the ones who best counter her. So, let's go on to who these strong characters are to play against Echo. ROADHOG is probably the best character to survive her initial barrage of abilities, and his hook can easily pluck her out of the sky, meaning that she will have to maintain her distance from ROADHOG, effectively putting her out of her range. That means she can't go in and get the picks she needs. On top of this, ROADHOG is not an ideal target for Echo to duplicate when compared to characters such as D.Va and Reinhardt. And overall, this makes him a good pick to try and shut out the value she gets. TORBJORN is one of the best DPS characters to try and shut out an Echo player who is harassing you. His turret will apply enough pressure onto an Echo that she will not want to play in the sky, as her DPS range isn't enough to outduel the turret 1v1. She will take too much damage and be eliminated from the fight. On top of this, his natural armor and extra armor provided from Overload is highly effective at significantly reducing Echo's damage, as all of her abilities are multiple low damage pellets, and which of all of them gets reduced. With all this damage mitigation and pressure onto Echo, TORBJORN is one of the best characters to put damage down range while being unkillable from Echo. Soldier is the best hit scan to deal with an Echo. This is because McCree and Widow don't have enough mobility or survivability to survive not only in Echo diving, but the dive tanks as well. This is where Soldier comes in. His Spider Station and Sprint allow him to get out of range and escape dives. When Echo flies in for a dive, Soldier can quickly sprint to cover and then come out to duel her while she has no abilities, as he has a much stronger initial game and also has access to burst damage from Helix rockets. Also, if she intends to fly in the sky, he will easily beam her down, forcing her to stay on the ground. Since Echo is so reliant on her abilities, SOMBRA is a great option to punish and kill Echo as she flies above your team. Hitting a hack will see her drop from the sky and become groundborne, allowing your team to capitalize on her lack of mobility and engage onto her. This strategy will probably see Echo have to swap, and it has been proven successful for similar characters such as Doomfist and Hammond. Anyway, this was a short couple of tips to help you guys on the competitive ladder to try and deal with this busted hero. If you found this helpful, why not like and subscribe? Till next, see you then.
My phone lights up, but it's never you. I can't help but feel so lonely.